Okay, welcome. So today we see let us get topics as heat transfer. Okay, so we know that transfer of energy represent the from more like a heat energy. Okay, so in heat energy in our environment, heat energy is a more applicable and is available. Okay, so the heat energy, that is a transfer of heat having the three modes. Okay, so that is having first one is a conduction. Okay, so first we have any conduction, then convection, another one is a radiation. So there is a three modes of heat transfer is occur. Okay, so the first one is a conduction that plays in the element of a solid to the transfer of heat energy represents a solid medium to another solid medium. So that taken as a pure conduction. Okay, so and convection represents the solid to fluid medium. So the transfer of heat energy from solid medium to fluid medium. The fluid medium is nothing but as a air or liquid. Okay, so that is a convection. The radiations also occur the transfer energy, but it has no transmitting medium. For example, take a solid to another solid medium, it is energies occur without any transmitting medium. That is a electromagnetic wave phenomenon. Okay, so for example, we take a pot. Okay, so that is a container. Okay, so heat the container. Okay, so that energy transformation is occur. So there is a water is in a container or pot. Okay, so we heat the source container. So first the part of the surface area, that's a conduction is taken place. Okay, so that transfer of energy from throws to throw. Okay, the energy is transferred through this. Okay, this transfer of heat energy from a solid to solid. We okay, that is a conduction. Okay, then in this solid medium, we heat the inlet fluid, that is a water. Okay, the transfer of solid medium to fluid medium, that is a heat energy transfer to this, that is a convection. Okay, so for example, taking of heat energy from this to this, the energy transfer to surroundings near some space without any transmitting medium, that is a radiation. Okay, so we have the three modes for here heat transfer. With respect to find out the transfer rate, we use some laws. Okay, in conduction, again, so in conduction follow the Fourier's law. Okay, so in conduction follow the Fourier's law. So that is conduction is a transfer of energy from solid to solid. That is a pure conduction. That is act as a Fourier's law. So that is Fourier's law of heat conduction taken as a, that is find out the heat losses or heat transfer rate. Q is equal to K A into dt by dx. Okay, the temperature difference, that the dt is a the dt by d is a temperature gradient. Okay, with respect to distance, that is a x. For example, this taken as a plate. Okay, so initial temperature T1 and we exit the temperature T2. The element we consume some temperature, some hot heat energy. Okay, so the thickness represent the dx. Okay, we find out the particular area of heat transfer. For example, this distance mechanism is a dx. Okay, so dt represent the T2 minus T1, the change in temperature. The K represent the thermal conductivity. So each and every element having the various conduction value. Okay. So next we go for convection. So another mode of heat transfer, where you already know the solid to fluid medium. The fluid is nothing but air and water. So this follows the Newton's law of cooling. Okay, so that means the surface area for the energy is transferred solid to air medium. Okay, the heat energy is solid to air medium. So it is at 80 degrees Celsius. So surrounding temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. We know that heat transfer occur from higher temperature region to lower temperature region. So 80 to 70, 35 degrees Celsius, so the solid to fluid medium. It causes the Newton's law of cooling. Okay, the formula of Newton's law of cooling is is equal to HA to del T. Okay, and then radiation. So next class we see about radiations. Just the radiation is follows the Boltzmann's constant. Okay, so now you go on a given problem. So the gate questions. Okay. So in this problem, air at 20 degrees Celsius, that is a surrounding temperatures. So it's given as a surrounding temperature T infinity, that is a 20 degrees Celsius, and this is a hot plate. Okay, and there is a dimensions of hot plate, that is areas are given. Find out the area with the use of 50 and 60 centimeter length and breadth. So next to the carbon steel maintained, that is a hot plate made up of, that is a material is a carbon steel. So that have the surface temperature 220 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that is a surface temperature TS, and convectivity transfer coefficient. So that means the convections are given. So H is a convectivity transfer coefficient. We find out the what will be the heat losses from the plate. So that is a Q. Okay, that is the heat losses at a rate of heat energy transfer. That's also same. So that is the heat dissipated from the plate. Okay, so we consider the plate, that is a hot plate. So these are the dimensions are lengthened by 60 centimeter. Okay, so that the surrounding temperature, that is a 20 degrees Celsius, and carbon, that is a made up of carbon steel, that is a 220 degrees Celsius. Okay, so heat transfer occur higher temperature to lower temperature. Okay, that medium is a solid to fluid medium, that is a air medium. So that is a convection. So the convection is the principle of Newton's law of cooling. Q is equal to HA into del T. So H value we know that is 25, and area. So convert the centimeter into meter. So 0.5 into length into breadth, that is 0.6 into delta, the change in temperatures, that is 220 degrees Celsius minus 220 degrees Celsius. It does not count into Kelvin. Okay, same values will occur. So just not changes into Kelvin. We solve the above values, we get answer is 1500. Okay, that is a heat losses. Okay, and the answer is B. So next, this problem based on convection heat transfer. Okay, so convection or conduction radiation, it is not separately taken. It is a combination of our convection or radiation, and convection or uh, conduction. Okay, so next to problem, we go another problem the related with the conduction problem. Okay, so the problem is given a furnace is made up of red brick wall. The thicknesses are 0.5. Okay, that is a length or thickness. So thickness, length or thickness, that is a 0.5, and conductivity. Okay, so that is a conduction problem, and that for the same heat losses and temperature drop, there is no change in heat losses and temperature drop, but it is replaced by layer of diatomite. Okay, so red brick wall is replaced by diatomite. That is of conductivity is 0.14. So this is the conductivity of diatomite. Okay, so we find out the thickness. Okay, so the thickness of diatomite. So we already know that he has both red brick wall and diatomite have same heat losses and temperature drops. Okay, so we find out the thermal resistance. So we know that thermal resistance, that is a thermal resistance, that is a form of a thermal resistance L divided by Ka. Okay, So first we find out the thermal resistance for red brick wall. Okay, so red brick wall R is equal to, that is a thickness, we know that is the thickness or length, that is also mentioned in meter, though don't change the unit. So 0.5, and thermal conductivity is a 0.7. So the area is not given, but you take it as a area as a assuming area is a 1. You find out the thermal resistance of the red brick wall is a 0.7143. Okay, this is the thermal resistance, but the given is for the diatomite on the red brick wall are the same heat losses. Okay, so taken as a thermal resistance as a value for diatomite. Okay, so that is a R is equal. We know that thermal resistance find with respect to find out the value of diatomite of thickness. Okay, so the same heat losses. So mentioned 7143 R is equal to 7143. We did not know thickness of the diatomite, but we know that thermal conductivity, that is a 0.14, and the area, we already assumed the area is 1. Okay, so L is equal to 0.7143 into 0.14. Okay, the thickness of the layer of diatomite, that is solve it, we get 0.1 meter. Okay, this is the answer is B. Okay, that don't confuse it. Find out the thermal resistance. The thermal resistance with respect to find out the Q is equal to T divided by R. Okay, so there is a plain wall or composite wall heat transfer equation. Okay, we find out the delta change in difference and thermal resistance, but we know that only we need a thermal resistance to find out the only thickness, that is the length. Okay, so that is the only R is equal to L by K. So the L is a thickness or length, and K is a thermal conductivity, and A should be area. In this problem, area is not given, so we taken as a area as 1. Okay. So next problem, the properties of mercury, that the mercury having the temperature is given, that is the 300 Kelvin, and density is 13,529 kilogram per meter cube, and is constant pressure. That value is a Cp. Okay, so there's a given a dynamic viscosity mu given, and thermal conductivity, and we find out the Prandtl number. Okay, we know that formula for Prandtl number, that is PR mu Cp divided by K. So PR is nothing but that's one of dimensionless number. We know that Reynolds number, Stanton number, Bischoff number, Prandtl number, and then uh, these numbers are dimensionless now because this does not having the unit or quantity, but we find out the values that are used for solving the problem. So we know that Reynolds number, that is a less than 5 to 10 power 5 values, that is a laminar flow, or greater than 5 to 10 power value, that is a turbulent flow. That's the values who find out the conditions for a dimension number. So in this problem, we find out the Prandtl number. The Prandtl number having the mu Cp divided by K. So mu is nothing but dynamic viscosity. The values are already given. Just to substitute the value to find out the Prandtl number. So PR is equal to mu is, that is the dynamic viscosity 0.1523. That is the value is given. That is the dynamic viscosity divided by, sorry, into specific, that is a constant pressure heater. This is 0.1393 divided by thermal conductivities are given, that is a 8.540. You solve the values, we find out the Prandtl number is 0.0248. So 248. Okay. So the values are, option is a A. Okay. So we find the following formulas. So I already given the link and link for these formulas and derivation. Okay, just see the video. Okay, and then we go another problem. Yes, steel ball. Okay, in steel ball, that means small size of the steel ball. The diameter is 60, so that is very small diameter of the steel ball. We already told that is a small size heat transfer occur in the element, like as a lumped analysis. Okay, the transfer of small sized element. For example, that is a like a small ball. The positions of heat transfer. Okay, so for example, in this normal conventional conduction, taking of temperature T1 is at various temperature and exist of temperature T2. Okay, some. Okay, so we already know that the conventional type, that is T1, temperature inside and exit temperature T2. We know that the element having assume that consumed some temperature. Okay, so in this area, that is a T3 or T4, that is for example 80 degrees Celsius, the exit we get 50 degrees Celsius. But in this area was 70 or 60, okay, in this some point position. But small element like a steel ball having the temperature like 70 degrees Celsius, to heat that small steel ball in 70 degrees Celsius, we place in surrounding temperature area. Okay, so it taken for example need to 10 to 15 minutes. The temperature of this position make 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, and this position also 50 degrees Celsius. So any position we take the measure the temperature. There's the same temperature. There is no change in temperature, but position will be changed. There is no change. That we have a change in temperature, but where is position you measure like as the same temperature. That is the lumped system. Okay, so in this lumped system method, we have some problems on that. Okay, so we find out the lumped system. So we have the formula first, that is a T minus T infinity divided by T0 minus T infinity. Then now the T infinity is the surrounding temperature and exponential of minus HEA divided by rho CV and T. Okay, so what are the values are given? So what to find out the values? The steel ball diameter is given, and we find out the area. Okay, and thermal equilibrium. The furnace temperature thermal 1030 degrees Celsius. So taken as a T0. Okay, that value is thermal equilibrium. And suddenly to remove from the furnace is cooled to the ambient temperature. So remove the heat from the suddenly remove the furnaces. So at it should be increase of cooling temperature. Okay, we supply some amount of ambient air into this furnace, that is a 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that is nothing but the surrounding temperature, that is the ambient air representing surrounding temperature. Okay, so ambient air representing surrounding temperature, that is a T infinity representing 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, then the thermophysical properties of, so some of the properties as given at given steel ball, that is the density is some 1800 kilogram meter cube, and thermal conductivity K value given, and C be the specific heat with constant pressure and time required. So from 1030 degrees Celsius to 430 degrees Celsius. Okay. So what you find out the in this problem, we find out the time, how much amount of time required. So from 1030 degrees Celsius to 430 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is a simple problem. Okay. The given temperature is 1030 degrees Celsius. You suddenly cool with the ambient the air, so supply the air. Okay, so this is like this is a steel ball. Okay, so the diameter is a 60 mm. Okay, so heat this steel ball we put on the furnace, it heated 1030 degrees Celsius. Okay, after the suddenly removed from the furnace, so we taken the steel ball into ambient air, that is a 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, we place the steel ball in 30 degrees Celsius, that is the surrounding temperature than NaL 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in case the 1030 degrees Celsius steel ball is get into 430 degrees Celsius, how much amount of time to taken to reduce the temperature from 1030 to 430? Okay, with the consumption of energy from 30 degrees Celsius, the heat is dissipated. Okay, so that formula should be used. Okay, this is a formula for heat dissipation. Okay, then first we find out the value. Okay, so we know that the volume of a sphere. So this is a sphere. Okay, steel ball like a sphere. So we find a volume, that is a volume by area. So from the formula, it's A by V. So we find out the V by A. So that is a 4 by 3 pi r cube into 1 by 4 pi r square. Okay, We solve the equation V by A, we get all the values 4 into 4 cancel, pi, R and cancel, R divided by 3. Finally, we get R divided by 3. Okay. So this is a V by value, that is R divided by. We know the diameter, based on diameter, find out the radius. So D by 2 is a radius. Okay. So then you put the values, that is a T minus T infinity. The formula, again I write it, T by T infinity, T naught, the thermal equilibrium temperature T naught is, and the exponential of minus HA rho CV into T. Okay. So we find out the value of T. So time taken off, temperature reduced from 1030 to 430 degrees Celsius. Okay. So is substitute all the values. So T is a 430 degrees Celsius minus 30 surrounding as ambient air, and T in equilibrium temperature 30 degrees Celsius, 1030 degree, and 30 minus exponential of, we know that the heat transfer coefficients are given, that is a 20 into and the area. So the area is mentioned taken as a 1000. Okay, the area taken as a 1000. That is 1000 divided by density also given in problem, that is 7800, and specific heat, that is 600 into volume, that is given, that is a 10. Okay, into T. Okay. So you find out, remove the exponential, let's find out, this solve the equation, take a log on both sides. Okay. So we take log on both sides. We get, finally we get minus, we solve the equation, solve the given values, 0.96 might equal to exponential of something, that is a minus 4.23. So after the log on, log values, that is a 3 into 10 power minus 4t. Okay, that is a time taken. Okay, we find out the how much amount of time to reduce reduction of temperature 1030 to 430 degrees Celsius with the ambient air of 30 degrees Celsius. So we solve the UV values, that is the T is equal to 0, so minus is cancel, so 0.96 divided by 4.23 into 10 power minus 4. We solve the equation, we get to 2144 second. Okay, so how much seconds do you need to reduce temperature 1030 to 430? That is a T is equal to 2144 second. The answer is this. Okay. So another problem we go similar to the metal ball lumped problems. The equations, the diagram is not clear. One second. So what is a given? I tell a metal ball has a diameter is a 60, and initially it having the temperature. Same formula should be used. Okay, so lumped system is having the same formula. And then initially it's a 220 degrees Celsius, the ball is suddenly cooled, air jet. Before we use ambient air, but you use air jet, that is a 20 degrees Celsius. Heat transfer coefficient value is given, and specific heat and thermal conductivity and density. Same formula. So same method. Okay, before problem, okay, method. Okay. So we give the temperature. Okay, what we will find? We find out the how much temperature. Okay, before we find out the how much time taken, but time taken is given within 90 seconds to take the reduction in temperature. So how much amount of temperature should be reduced? Okay, same formula, T minus T infinity divided by T naught minus T infinity equal to exponential of H by A divided by rho VCP and T. Okay, so how to we solve? We know that values like, so once again I write it diagram. This is a heat ball. So you have the heat transfer coefficient that is given, that is a H is equal to 200 watt per meter Kelvin, and then diameter is, that is a 60 millimeter. We converted into meter. Okay, So there is a air jet is a flows. It is a forced to convection. Use a air jet to reduce the temperature at 20 degrees Celsius. So what is the temperature of metal ball? That is a 220 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is a given from the problem. Okay, this is a problem. What are the values are given? Okay, so and then density of the metal is also given. That is a density is equal 9,000 kilogram per meter cube. Okay, and thermal conductivity of the metal ball as a 400 meter watt per meter Kelvin. Okay. So ambient air temperature is given, and the metal ball temperature is given, and diameter of given, heat transfer coefficient, density, and closure. So all the values to substitute this equation, we find out the temperature. Okay, that is a T. Okay, before problem we give the value of T, we find out the time. Okay, in this problem time is given, we find out the how much amount of time is reduced. Okay, we put the values, all the values in this equation. There is a T, sorry, this value should be find out. Okay, so we find out the this is a given. Okay, that is an 220 degrees Celsius metal ball temperature is given. We find out the reduction temperature, that is a equilibrium temperature. Okay, we solve the values, we get first we got this value HA. Okay, so 220 minus 20 divided by, that is a air jet temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, T minus 20, the exponential of H value is 200 divided by 9,000, that is the density, and values given, that is 0.03. But we know that what is V volume, that is before problem we find out the R by 3. Okay, V by A is equal to R by 3. That is how R by 3 means what is the radius is 0.0. We convert the 60 mm, this is diameter, radius is the 30 mm. So 30 mm into meter, that is 0.3, 0.03 meter. Okay, so divided by 3 into, the 3 means R by 3. Okay, into that is a 400, is a thermal conductivity, that is 400. Okay, so we solve the equation, we get 220 minus 20 divided by T minus 20 equal to E power 0.5. Okay, the exponential of 0.5, we solve the equation, the 220 minus 200. So once again, okay, so we get 200 divided by T minus 20 equal to E power 0.5, and 200 equal to T minus 20, so 2.5. So we solve the values. So E power 2.5 we get from calculation, from T is equal to, we get a 141.006 meters. This is the final answer. So how we solve the problem, once again we solve the problem, how do we get T? Okay, so that is a 141, but we get the nearly values, option E, that is a 141, we get not dimensions. Okay, so that is the answer, that is A. But we get 141.3, but we in this answer is get 141, 163, and 180 and 210, but near the value is 141. So next you go for problem. So another one is a Nusselt number. Okay, before we find out the Prandtl number. Okay, so we know that the given of a Nusselt number is 400, and standard number is 0.5, and last number, and then find out the Prandtl number. The formula for Prandtl number from this Nusselt number and Stanton number and Reynolds number, that the Prandtl number is a Nusselt number divided by Reynolds number and Prandtl number. So this is our dimensionless numbers. Already I give the link for the videos, dimensionless numbers. Just see the video. Okay, some formulas, how to deliver the videos. Okay, so Nusselt number is already given. That is a 400. That is very simple problem. Okay, so Reynolds number is 40 because there is no dimensions, and Prandtl number is so far 5. This is a Prandtl number not. This is a Stanton number. Once again, we clear the equation. Again, I write it. Okay, so Prandtl number equal to Nusselt number divided by Reynolds number and Stanton number. Okay, so Nusselt number is a 400 divided by Reynolds number is 40, and the Stanton number is 0.5. Okay, we solve the equation. We get 10 by 0.5, that is again 1, 2, and 20. Okay, so Prandtl number is 20, so option answer is D. Okay, so we have the relations between various problems. That is a dimensional problem. We already given in this video's link. Okay, so next we go another problem. Okay, so fin. We see about the fin. What is a fin? Fin is the working principle of Newton's law of cooling. Okay, so that is a light. For example, we take a tube. Okay, the tube is a flowing of fluid. The flowing of fluid is nearly 300 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is 300 degrees Celsius. The surrounding temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, we get the fluid outlet that is 280 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we increase that is a heat transfer is occur. Okay, that in this medium having heat transfer is occur, but we need to increase the heat transfer rate. Okay, so what is happened? We know that Newton's law of cooling, Q is equal to HA into del T. Okay, so we does not change the temperature. So we input temperature, it does not change it. This is a constant values or applicable value, and it does not change in the heat transfer rate. It does not change the convective transfer coefficient. Only we change only in area. Okay, so the heat is delivered through solid to fluid medium, that is a convection. Okay, so the surface should be increased, that is a surface increase, or also area is increased. Okay, the surface increase and temperature also should be dissipated, that is the heat is dissipated. So for example, we increase the surface area, that is fins. Okay, so heat is dissipated through the fins. Okay, so excess amount of heat is removed from the fins. We get nearly, I guess I said just example, 200 degrees Celsius of outer temperature, fluid temperature. Okay, so to increase the heat transfer rate, or to dissipate the heat with the help of fins. Okay, the fins is otherwise called extended surfaces. Extended surface. Okay, why is a standard surface is called fin? That is the reason. So increase the surface, the heat transfer also increases. Okay, so we find out the fin problem. We need having the some relations and to find out the efficiency of fin and effectiveness of the fin. Okay, so what is the efficiency of the fin? So the values are given, effectiveness and efficiency. The heat losses are given, Q value is given, and the effectiveness and efficiency is given. Okay. So we find out the heat losses from the keeping the entire fin surfaces base temperature. Okay. So before going the problem, what is effectiveness? What is efficiency? Okay. So we find out the fin efficiency. The fin efficiency. Okay, the fin efficiency is the ratio of actual heat transfer by the fin to the maximum, that is a possible heat transfer. So how much amount of fin should be possible to heat transfer? That is a Q fin, that is a fin actual heat transfer divided by maximum amount of fin should be heat transferred, that is the efficiency of the fin. And then effectiveness of fin, so fin or effectiveness. So fin effectiveness represent the ratio of the heat losses by fin. So Q fin, actual heat losses or heat transfer by fin without use of fin to the without fin. Okay, so we have before we use the flow, that is a without fin. We use the fin heat losses to the without use of fin. Okay, that is the effectiveness. We find out the efficiency and we find out the fin effectiveness. The efficiency means the ratio of between actual fin efficiency to the maximum possible heat transfer to the fin, and effectiveness means the ratio between actual fin heat losses to the without use of fin heat losses, that's heat transfer rate. Okay, So in this problem, heat losses of fin, that is the Q is Q1, that is like 6 watt, and effectiveness and efficiency is 3 is effective and efficiency 0.7, there is 75% of efficiency are there. Okay. So heat losses from the fin, that is keeping the entire surfaces. Okay. We find out the heat losses from fin. So that means Q maximum. Okay. So we find out the Q maximum of fin. Okay. So the heat losses from the fin keeping the entire surface base temperature. Okay. So that is a Q max. When we use this formula, we find out the Q max. That is the maximum possible heat transfer through by the fin. Okay. So that is the efficiency of the fin is that is a Q fin efficiency Q, that is the actual efficiency of the fin to the Q maximum efficiency. You find out the Q max, that is the possible of heat transfer to the entire surface of the base temperature. Okay, so we give already, we does not use the effectiveness value, just give it, but we does not need to use the effectiveness. One uses efficiency. The efficiency of fin is 75, that is a 75%, taking 0.75. The actual heat losses is 6 by Q max. Okay, so that is Q max, that is the maximum possible of heat transfer rate with use of fin, that is the 6 divided by 0.75. We finally get 8 watt. That is a Q maximum possible of heat transfer. Okay. So I give some assignment questions just to solve it and send it to me.